Hello and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Dissertation Diaries. Today is Sunday, September 12th, 2021. It's been over a month since we last spoke, and there are reasons for that. Took 3 weeks off from school and got a paper submitted, waited for some feedback, had some confusion along the way. Let me just catch you up. I figure it's been long enough. I stayed out of school for 3 weeks because I wanted my instructor to be able to get enough time to review it, my dissertation chair and my methodologist. Instead, what happened was my chair had read the wrong one and sent it back to me saying it was looking good but incomplete, and so I lost 2 weeks. But let me bring you up to speed. On the 21st of August, that's last month, I read and marked up piece of paper called Navigating Challenging Contexts, the Costs and Benefits of Codified Acquisition Experience. The idea was I was going to be reading some articles while I was not in class. A week later, on the 29th, I had foot surgery on Wednesday that week. On the 25th, really messed me up. Took me a while to get kind of back going. I'm still in a cast. I'll be not walking for another month or so. But I spent the weekend. I got in touch with the chair and I discovered that he'd returned a proposal 2 weeks prior. So on Saturday, August 28th of last month, I found out that the chair had returned a proposal. I reached out and said, "Hey, just checking on the status." He said, "Yeah, I sent it back to you. It's looking good. It's not quite there, but it's looking good." And I went back and forth with him, said, "I thought it was complete. You mentioned some spots that were missing. I don't see any listed deficiencies." And the next day he got back to me on Sunday, 2 weeks ago, 23rd, and he said, "Geez, that's 3 weeks ago." At any rate, he said, "Hey, it looks good." He's going to send it to the methodologist. He said he apologized. He was probably reading the wrong one. Send it to the methodologist. All right. And then, I'm sorry, that was the 29th, not the 23rd. So it was on the 29th that he sent it to the methodologist 2 weeks ago. Last weekend, I received feedback on the proposal, and my chair had announced, I received feedback Sunday, and my chair had announced that he was leaving Grand Canyon University on the 17th of this month. That'll be in 5 days from today. Don't know what that means. I think he was my third chair, and I'm on my fourth methodologist. Whatever. So earlier this week, what happened? Well, I started reviewing the proposal feedback from Dr. Jefferson, my methodologist, and I started setting up the site hunt process. We set up a meeting. We'll be all meeting and going through my proposal and his feedback tomorrow night, Monday night. But I started working on the site hunt process. Part of his feedback in there was that I really needed to have a site locked down. So I put together a Trello board, put together everything that I described in my paper, and I started the site hunt process. In there, I realized that I don't have the screening questions. I thought I did. I said, "Look in Appendix E," and I have an Appendix E, but it's not my screening questions. Well, that came to fore as I've been reaching out to people to try to act as a referral and get me in touch with companies that I might be able to contact for this. My screening questions aren't that good. Nonetheless, I want to start the hunt process. I did that early this week, maybe Tuesday. I got it all configured, set up, ready to go. And I decided that every day I would try to do something. On Wednesday, I requested a referral from Christopher Grog. He's an associate on LinkedIn. Went back and forth, didn't really have much there. And I guess it would have been on Friday, so it would have been Thursday. I set it up on Wednesday. Is that right? Yeah, I set it up on Wednesday, started on Thursday. On Friday, I reached out to Charles Rapley. He's an instructor at University of Washington in Seattle. He'd said he'd have some good resources for me, and so far it's looking promising. We need to talk more later this week. But I reached out to him. I'm tracking everything. Also had a friend of mine named Roger Johansson, reached out to him. I probably should be bleeping out names here. And then I reached out to a referral, Joe Fenn, who is also a previous coworker that said he might be able to help me out. So I've got a list of, I don't know, a dozen or 2 dozen people that I can contact for referrals. I'm doing that. I'm going ahead and reaching out to them, hoping to to get the process going with companies that I can talk to about using them as a site. Like I said, tomorrow night, talk to my dissertation chair, hopefully, and my methodologist. Hopefully I'll get some real clarity on how to move forward there so that I can get this thing in front of peer review. That's what I've been up to. You can see I haven't shaved in a few days. I've been kind of lazy because I'm having trouble moving around, and just doing anything is exhausting in my current cast crutch situation, so I've been kind of lazy about that. Hopefully I'll have more to report this coming week. Hope you're doing well. Take care.